Hey, it's your guy Tyrrell back with the interviews. Leicester City, Chelsea, the big match of the weekend. Who is going to the FA Cup semi-final? Would Leicester finally get their first one of the season against Chelsea? What about Chelsea? Would they finally go one step further and get a chance to win real silverware this season? Mahrez, Hazard, Vardy, Morata. Something's got to give. Who would be the match winner? Don't worry. Here at the interviews, we've got you covered. So on this edition of the interviews, I'm going to briefly break down Leicester City against Chelsea. So when we briefly break down Leicester against Chelsea, there wasn't much creativity in the match. It went down to extra time. Pedro got the winner. What were the key talking points? We look at the board. We got Leicester in the blue. We got Chelsea in the red. Leicester in more of a 4-4-2. Vardy and Nacho up front. You look out wide. Brighton and Mahrez. Midfield and Didi and Iborra. Chelsea 3-4-2-1. Morata ahead of Hazard and Willian. And midfield they went with Conte and Bakayoko. And as the wing backs they had Alonso and Moses. What went right? What went wrong? Well, Chelsea didn't really have much creativity in the first half without Fabregas, so they were pressing very high. And then as the game wore on, Leicester kind of sat a bit deeper, pushed more of a 4-4-2 without the ball. What happened here is that they don't really have much work rate from Nacho, and he doesn't really link the play and keeps Leicester up compact from the front like Okazaki does. So basically what would happen was that it was okay because Conte on a few occasions was getting forward. He was fantastic on the night, winning balls in midfield, driving forward, lacking that final ball in most cases, but he was the engine for the ineffective Bakayoko. But Chelsea were able to get center backs forward. They had the spare man, didn't really offer much, and Chelsea didn't really create much from open play. How did they get attacks? Well, they played more quick diagonals. We saw a diagonal out to Alonso. He pushed forward, pulled the ball back for Morata. We saw a switch of play to Moses, which led Willian in behind, and that led to an opportunity as well. But besides that, you look at Chelsea's goal, and it comes from a counterattack, win the ball from deep. Willian drives forward from his half, slides the ball into Morata, he finishes. That was basically one of the few clear-cut chances that Chelsea had besides Morata finishing from, or getting that opportunity from Alonso. The other aspect was that Morata, for his inconsistent play throughout the game, there were spells that were good, there were spells that weren't. He often had the advantage over Maguire, who stuck tight to him. He often spun him around and spun outside, but his finishing towards the end, he couldn't be catched for Schmeichel from tight angles. He hit the post, I think the outside of the post in the first half as well. And those were Chelsea's best opportunities in the first half and throughout the game. You saw little chances from Hazard, skying efforts over the net, Fabregas having blocked shots, Willian kind of trying to poke a ball into Morata again in the second half, but nothing really going for them. They did defend well. Again, we saw shades of what happened at Barcelona in the first half, 5-4-1 without the ball. And with Leicester playing forward and not really having a link, they heavily relied on the wide players, but Hazard and Willian played pretty narrow to ensure that that never really happened. And for the first half, Chelsea were pretty compact. The only real chance at times when they looked like they were going to concede a goal was when they pushed men forward and Vardy sprung out into these wide channels on the counterattack. The second half, though, things changed a bit. Willian and Hazard kind of drifted off, and you can see throughout the start of the second half, Leicester kind of had more control, but again, lacked a creator in midfield who can kind of open up the game for them. What did they do, though? Wide areas. We saw on several occasions Chilwell bombing forward, getting ahead of Willian not really looking to track back. And then what happened is that Brighton on 3 occasions delivered crosses into the box, dangerous crosses, twice where he cut inside and delivered the crosses into the box, and then one where he ran down the byline and delivered into the box. You look at the chance where Ndidi isn't closed down, clips a ball into Vardy that he should probably score, doesn't, nods an unmarked header over the net. And then we look at another chance where a time where Mahrez, who drifted out of the game in and out, moving central, getting blocked down by Hazard, just moved a bit wider, isolated Alonso. One opportunity, he cuts by him with ease, pulls it back, nothing comes from it, but the goal stems from it as well. He takes on Alonso in both opportunities. Instead of cutting in, he cut to the outside because he knew he has the pace to beat Alonso and the trickery, pulls the ball back, falls to Iborra, shot is blocked, then saved, and Vardy taps it in. The game kind of went down that spell throughout. Chelsea made the big change, Leicester made the change of taking off Iheanacho, bring on Okazaki, and that kind of countered anything that Fabregas was offering. He slotted into midfield at the second half for Bakayoko, and then Chelsea brought on Willian for Pedro, who scored the winner. Again, nothing really that Chelsea created that was glorious in that aspect, and it just comes down to Chelsea getting that opportunity where they clip the ball into the box from Conte, who drives forward. No one closes him down, clips the ball into the box. Willian gets there ahead of Schmeichel, nods it into the net, and Chelsea are off to the FA Cup semi-finals. A great chance for Leicester to finally get that win over them this season, but Chelsea, 7 FA Cup semi-finals in the past 12 years is a great feat. Weren't really spectacular on the night, but did enough to get the job done, and were more efficient around the penalty box. But let me know what you guys think. Meet me in the comments below. Don't forget I upload videos every day, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And that was your daily dose of the interviews.